Hey guys, welcome back to Misha's Corner. I'm going to show you how to make this amazing meatball loaded stuffed sub sandwich. Okay. And so I've been MIA for a little bit because I've been working on my weight. So my videos have slowed down, but let's get into this commercial. So today I'm using ground turkey. Of course, you could use ground beef. I'm using lean ground turkey meat, and I'm just going to season it and put my little, this is not green seasoning. Green seasoning has a lot more ingredients. This is just scallion pepper paste. It's just scallions, garlic, and a yellow bell pepper, just to add extra flavor. And on top of that, y'all, I don't have a food processor, so I had to put it in my mixer. And so to add moisture, basically it's to add moisture, flavor, texture, and the list goes on. So you want to season this with a little bit of adobo, smoked paprika, pepper. I'm not adding too much salt. Make sure you guys watch your salt when you're cooking your meals. And some breadcrumbs, and that's it. I'm going to mix it up, and it's going to be delicious. But you can season it however you want to. After I mix it up, this is how it looks. Yes, I'm doing this without gloves. My hands are clean. Make sure you wash your hands before and after you roll your balls. Now, for me, I like medium balls. Not too big, not too small. But if you like big balls, child, make them big, period. But I'm going to keep rolling my balls, just my meatballs, just like this. And I'm going to actually bake these off in the oven on super high heat. For safety purposes, I'm going to tell you guys 400 degrees in the oven. However, I went a lot higher than that. And you want to bake them off until they're nice and golden brown all over. I'm brushing it with some garlic oil just so it can have more of like a crisp and deeper gold color. All right, so while that's in the oven, I'm going to work on the tomato sauce. No, my pot is not dirty. I used this exact pot to melt down my butter for a recipe earlier, so ignore that. So the tomato sauce is not traditional, but it was just an amazing sauce nevertheless. So I have tomatoes, peppers, garlic, and also it's definitely supermarket week, so you can see I have all kinds of different kinds of tomatoes up in here, child. So just use what you have. It really doesn't matter. I used what I had, and that's that. So you want to mix it up after you add the honey. Now I'm going to blend it up. I'm blending it in the same mixer that I blended the scallion and peppers. And remember, all ingredient measurements will be in my description box, so make sure you check it out. After you puree it, you want to add it back to your pot, and now I'm going to season it. You can season this however you want to, again, but I'm going to do it simple. So I'm going to add some more of the pepper and scallion paste mixture. I'm going to use some Worcestershire sauce. Okay, a couple drops, nothing too serious, some Italian seasoning, and some salt and pepper. I mean, like I said, kept it simple, but let me tell you something. First of all, this sauce was money. If you sell food in your city, put this sauce on veggies with some cheese, put it on some whatever, honey, cook down some chicken in it, do whatever you want to, put it on a potato, honey. Okay, this sauce is money. So you want to mix it up, cover it, let it cook for about 15 minutes, and that's it. All right, so these are my meatballs after 20 minutes. I only cooked them for 20 minutes. As you can see, they're nice and golden and crispy. If you used a lower heat, just make sure your internal temperature of your meatballs are 165 degrees. Make sure they're cooked all the way through, because at this point, we're just going to be melting cheese when we melt everything down. We're not cooking the meatballs again. We're just melting cheese. So your meatballs need to be cooked all the way through. So after I hollow out my bread, in this pot, I have some butter. I'm adding some Mexican oregano. Y'all know I can't even say stuff right, but oregano. Mix it up, and you're going to brush this all over the bread. All right, so you're going to brush this all over the bread like I'm doing. And when I say all over the bread, everywhere, the top, the bottom, the side. Well, I didn't get any on the bottom of mine, but the sides, the tops, everywhere. You want to get it everywhere just like I'm doing here. And I'm going to pop it in the air fryer at 380 degrees for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, this is what it looks like. It's toasty and golden and beautiful. Now I'm going to start building it. So I'm going to go down in here with some Swiss. Now, it's up to you how you want to build yours. But this is how I'm building mine. Another thing, I know someone's looking like, oh my God, Misha, this is going to be a huge sandwich. But just wait till the end. So I'm going to show you guys how to cut it, how to serve it, how to eat it, all this stuff. So, yeah. I'm using Munster cheese. I went light with the cheese. You can use mozzarella. I didn't have it. I use Munster. So I'm going to put a couple layers of pieces of Munster. Then I'm going to start adding my meatballs. And, you know, once you get to a point where you can't add a whole meatball, then I start cutting them in half and just stuffing it in there, child. You know, okay, it is what it is. Just get them down in there, make them fit. So after I do this, I'm going to show you guys what I do next. All right, so after you get all your meatballs down in here, you want to cover it with some more Swiss. And then you're going to just make sure you get a lot on there. In the sense of, you know, the meatballs weren't cooked in the sauce. So make sure you get it everywhere. Next, I'm going to pop it into my air fryer. About 4 minutes or so. Get the cheese nice and melty. And, oh my God, honey. This is what your sub sandwich or your loaded bread, whatever you want to call it, is going to look like. It's cheesy. It's delicious. The sauce is amazing. The turkey is a great replacement for the beef. It's not loaded with too many artificial ingredients. Well, of course, with the cheese, child. I don't know who made the cheese and what they put in it. But at least I know what's in my meatballs and my sauce. Okay? But yeah, it's great. It's easy to feed your family. You just slice it up like I'm doing here. And just make sure you let it cool for a little bit before you eat it because it is hot. Okay, this is hot sauce, hot cheese, hot everything. So let it cool for like 5-10 minutes and you cut it, give it to your family, and you're good to go. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you for your support. I can't wait to update y'all with my progress. And I'll catch you on my next video. Bye, y'all.